Welcome to US and World News Channel. Biden says Putin should be tried for war crimes, slapped with more sanctions. Russia accused of civilian massacre in Bucha. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskiy has accused Russian forces of committing genocide, saying Ukrainian people were being destroyed and exterminated. His comments came in the wake of the reported devastation in Bucha, a town 23 miles northwest of Kyiv, that has been liberated by Ukrainian forces. The mayor of Bucha told Reuters that 300 residents had been killed while fighters from Chechnya controlled the area. Russia has denied allegations that its troops killed civilians in Bucha. Ukraine's top prosecutor said 410 bodies were found in towns recaptured from retreating Russian forces near Kyiv as part of an investigation into possible war crimes, according to reporting by Reuters. Russia's chief negotiator Vladimir Medinsky said draft peace treaty talks will resume on Monday, underlining that the Kremlin's position on Crimea and Donbas remains unchanged. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskiy will address the UN Security Council on Tuesday, after visiting Bucha, according to a tweet from the UK UN. The UK presidency of the Council will ensure the truth is heard about Russia's war crimes. We will expose Putin's war for what it is, the account tweeted. Zelenskiy has accused Russian forces of committing genocide, and said Ukrainians were being destroyed and exterminated. His comments came in the wake of the reported devastation in Bucha, a town 23 miles northwest of Kyiv, that has been liberated by Ukrainian forces. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskiy said he would address the United Nations Security Council on Tuesday, while the Pentagon plans to include tank-busting Switchblade drones in a package of US military assistance for Kyiv. The US said it may impose further sanctions this week on Moscow, as the world's attention focused on allegations that Russian troops massacred civilians in Bucha and other towns. The European Union said it would hold Russian authorities responsible for the alleged atrocities. Russia denied that its forces killed civilians. Ukraine's defense ministry said Russia is regrouping its troops to gain a tactical advantage in the south of the country, storing fuel and organizing hospitals for an influx of wounded, as it prepares for a new offensive. Kyiv officials also warned of a coming attack on Kharkiv in the north. US Switchblade drones for Ukraine will include tank killers. The Pentagon plans to order and send to Ukraine 10 of the newest model Switchblade drones armed with tank-busting warheads, in addition to previously announced deliveries of a less powerful version, according to two people familiar with the decision. New Switchblade 600 weapons are part of $300 million in lethal military assistance announced by the Pentagon Friday night that will be contracted directly from industry, instead of drawn from existing stocks, who asked not to be identified as discussing the plan. The White House said on March 16 that it was supplying 100 of the drones as part of an $800 million package of weapons and gear taken from US inventories. But those systems are the Series 300-inch versions, 3.3-pound, 2.5 kilograms, drones designed to attack personnel and light vehicles. According to a fact sheet produced by the manufacturer, AeroVironment Incorporated, they can fly about 6 miles, 10 kilometers, and loiter over a target for roughly 15 minutes. The new 50-pound model, produced by the Simi Valley, California-based company, can fly more than 24 miles, 39 kilometers, and loiter 40 minutes before attacking with an anti-armor warhead. The drone operator uses a tablet-based touchscreen fire control system with the option to pilot the loitering missile manually. US is sending dive-bombing Switchblade drones to Ukraine. The early version of the dive-bombing drone has been in the arsenal of US commandos since it was secretly sent to Afghanistan in 2010 for use against the Taliban. Army officials have described it as a flying shotgun. Senior Republican lawmakers, including Representative Ken Calvert, the top Republican on the House Defense Appropriations Subcommittee, have repeatedly pressed for the anti-armor model drone, including in a March 24 letter to Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. The US stops Russian bond payments in a bid to raise pressure on Moscow. The United States stopped the Russian government on Monday from paying holders of its sovereign debt more than $600 million from reserves held at American banks, in a move meant to ratchet up pressure on Moscow and eat into its holdings of US dollars. Under sanctions put in place after Russia invaded Ukraine on February 24, foreign currency reserves held by the Russian central bank at US financial institutions were frozen. but the Treasury Department had been allowing the Russian government to use those funds to make coupon payments on dollar-denominated sovereign debt on a case-by-case basis. As it stands, the Russian-Ukrainian war has caused an estimated 24,000 deaths, displaced around 10 million citizens, and at least 565 billion in property damages according to a report by Reuters. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe.